And good morning, everyone. Hi, welcome. I'm Brian K. Morris, but you knew that. And we've got a special edition of Clever Tile Ping this morning. Stick with us. Share this video because we've got an update on the Amy Hale and John Hale GoFundMe. And we're going to get to it in about 1 minute. Hang on.
10 seconds.
Welcome to Clever Title Pending, a proud member of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We talk to creatives about creativity and the business behind them. So type in your questions and become part of the conversation. And now, here's your host, Brian K. Morris.
Hi there, welcome to Clever Tile Pending, where creatives talk about creativity and the business behind it. And we've got all kinds of business today, and a lot of it's good. So please hang out. Notice the address here. You'll notice some addresses scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Whether you're watching us live or on the rerun, we appreciate y'all. We really do. And be sure to check out the GoFundMe. It is doing well. We'll give you an update on that in about a minute. Also, you can find her work, Amy's work, on Amazon and at authoramyhale.com. It is really cool. And I'm sorry about the moving. I've got to do something about the autofocus here. But anyway, bear with me, please. But anyway, we want to tell you that this show is brought to you. We don't do this alone. We really don't. And we need the help of our Patreon supporters. Patreon's a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly. And we are also have a twice weekly blog. And plus, we're going to start posting some of them publicly. Right now it's kind of exclusive to everyone, but we're going to start posting a couple times a month publicly so you can see what you're missing out on. Plus, we also are serializing the current Volcana 2 book, our sequel to Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion. But if you want to find out all the cool stuff we're doing for you, check out www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And also, we want to say that we are also brought to you by Rising Tide Publications. We got some new stuff coming out. We've announced some of it already. The Terrors, of course, is in the editing phase, and we are putting out a hardcover 10th anniversary edition of Santastein very, very soon. So be aware of that and get a paper route or something. Save your money. And also, we're brought to you, as always, by Plasma Fire Graphics, where the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
Plasma Fire Graphics is the creme de la creme of cover artists in the new pulp field, and you saw why they did some great graphics. Also, if you want to see more, go to the Plasma Fire Graphics Facebook page, then bop on over to plasmafiregraphics.com where you can see more and ask about Jeffrey Hayes very definitely indie creator friendly pricing. You will be amazed by it, and you'll want to hire this guy. I will. He's awesome. He's great to work with. That's Jeffrey Hayes at Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics. When the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. Okay, we've got some comments, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that real fast, and then we'll give you an update on the Mr. and Mrs. Amy Hale campaign here. We're doing pretty good, but we want more. Anyway, Mike, Jimmy, Lorch, and Bruin. What's up, lovelies? Really glad to see one of these in my time zone. Yes, he's Mike Jimmy. Check out his life on Quora, which is going to be coming up soon on Kickstarter, and it's a lovely, lovely title. And he's a lovely man. Please check out that book and give it some love too. Dawn Doulis, glad to see you here this morning. I'm still laying in bed in the dark. Does that count for being here? Oh, anyway, it sure does. Well, Mike Jimmy says sort of. And question is, did Brian mess up AM PM, or are we actually getting a morning show today? You are. We want to be off the air by 9 o'clock because we don't want to interfere with Nerd Bacon with Luke Stone and Nicholas Anthony Tucker. So anyway, last night you mentioned it in passing, and it sounded like it was AM. It was, and it is. Whoa, good morning to you, Mike Jimmy, and good morning to you, Kelly Austin. Check out her brand new book, available now on Amazon. It looks really good. It's got Jeffrey Hayes cover too. And be sure to show your love for the Hales. If you can't give, be sure to share. There is that GoFundMe. We'll be talking about that soon. Thank you, Mike Jimmy, and thank you for your support. And thank you to everyone who has contributed to the GoFundMe for Amy and John Hale. We will be getting to that in just a moment. Everyone is saying good morning to you. Good morning. And Carl Witzman, I know, right? Here I sit. Glad you're here, Carl. Check out this man. He does great books. Check him out on lulu.com. Hey, Carl, I get in touch sometimes today. Oh, cool. And best to grab a cup extra big for this one. You got that right. Yes, we got ours. We're sporting a brand new one. We got this when we went through on the way from ShadowCon, and it's Lambert's Cafe. And yes, we spilled some coffee this morning. But even the dry stuff's better than nothing. But anyway, it's the home of the throwed roll, where they actually throw rolls, beautiful, delicious rolls from across the room right into your hand. It's really amazing. And everyone's saying hello, and hello to Teresa Dunn. Wow, boy, I'm glad to see you here. And PlasmaFireGraphics.com. Thank you, Mike Jimmy. You are terrific. Love you, man. And greetings from the prairie. I know who this is, Mr. Lerner. How are you this morning? Mark Lerner, who's got a book of his own he's working on right now, and I'm really excited to get that out. Going to touch base with you about the writing group, and slurps down half a cup of lukewarm coffee, and everyone is saying hello to each other. And if you have more comments, especially if you're watching us on the rerun, please leave comments down below, and we will get to them. I promise to answer as many as I can. But anyway, we're 10 minutes in. We're 8 minutes into this now. Want to give you the updates on what's going on. Let me get this here. Now, first of all, for John and Amy Hale, let me get this down here. We love you, Kelly, but we want that address there. All right, the GoFundMe address. Now, we started this almost about a week and a half ago. And in that time, you have raised $2,300. Wherever you are, give yourself a hand, unless you're driving. Then you just kind of like pat your knee or something. But anyway, thank you so very much for what you're doing. We got a picture the other night of what Amy is dealing with. Here are her outstanding bills. Look at that. And as we said the other night, Tuesday night, Amy was on the nighttime Clever Title Pending. And, we are asking for $30,000. And we went in knowing that would not be enough to get them completely out of the hole. But as I told her, we're going to swing for the fences. You can't make big things happen unless you go ambitious. And that's what this is. And we're making marvelous progress so far. And Amy has been bawling for about a week and a half, but it's happy tears because of you guys and gals. What this means is so far the $2,300. What that, and thank you to Molly Stein for getting us to the 2,300 yesterday. We only need like $5 more. She added to her pledge, which you can do. What is happening now is she's able to do away with her ambulance bill. It's paid in full now. The ambulance company was calling every day demanding their payment. Now that's one less phone call that Amy and John have to deal with. Plus, they were able to take care of a couple of smaller bills. So don't think this isn't making a difference, because it is, even this amount. Now, granted, I'll be optimistic, when we get the full $30,000, that's going to take care of the vast majority of their bills, give them some breathing room, and they probably can take care of the rest themselves. But we've got some stuff coming up that we'll talk about that we are going to use as kind of a backstop for this and to keep the momentum going. People have asked me, when will the campaign end? The campaign will end 30 days after we get our final amount of money. So if we don't get a single pledge for another month, and the campaign is officially over as far as GoFundMe goes. People have asked about the tips. When you pledge, you are asked to give a tip to defray the cost of processing, et cetera, et cetera. That's up to you. We are not going to say don't do it. We're not going to say to do it. Because people are like, well, they've got enough money. Why can't they pay for it? Well, there's administrative fees. Plus, when you don't do when you do this, they take 7% out anyway, which is administrative fees. It's not unfair. It is perfectly fair, because they've got staff, they've got to run credit cards, they've got to do this, that, and the other. It's to pay them. They are graciously hosting us. We cannot complain about that. But anyway, a couple of the smaller bills are also going to be taken care of too, thanks to what's been donated already. Another thing is, am I getting the money to Amy? No, I'm not. I don't touch it. We set it up so it bypasses me and goes directly to the HALEs. It saves time. It saves effort. Thank you, GoFundMe, for doing this. And now whenever they need the money, they can get that money directly. It goes into their bank account, and they are, believe me, they're going to take care of these bills. Now, a lot of people have asked about how we can help, because some people don't want to be involved with crowdfunding. They're uneasy with it, or they don't want to give their financial information over the computer lines. And you hear about places being hacked all the time. We get that. We totally understand. And we're not asking you to step outside your comfort zone that much. And we're also not asking anyone to empty out your checking account. I used to work for public broadcasting. I got to tell you the story. And one day I got, like a payment, a check for something like $3,787.28, something like that. Some obnoxiously large amount. And it came in, and I'm like, I'm not going to question it. This is a weird amount, but we're going to pay it. Or we're going to send it through, rather, to our bank. Well, about 3 or 4 weeks later, I got a phone call. And they go, did you get a check for about $3,082.28 across your desk? And I said, I do remember that total. And they said, yeah, we kind of zoned out, and we wrote the check for the entirety of our checking account. I said, we can reverse that right away for you. How much do you want to leave? And they said, well, we'll leave you. If we could have like a couple thousand back, that'd be nice. I'm like, I'm on this. So we got it all set up again. But, Amy and John would just as soon you not put yourself in the kind of financial peril they are. And they also want to tell you that I've spoken with Amy several times since this has started. We talk about it every other day or so. And she is so grateful. And this is where I am grateful to the rising tide. And I've been saying all along, if you consider yourself rising tide, get your ass in gear and get this work done. We are taking care of our own. And, and it's tough to see somebody suffering. Like I said, I didn't see this till Tuesday night, and I got pretty verklempt over it. I cannot imagine owing that much money. And we've all been there where we've fallen behind, and sometimes it just takes a little bit to get us back on the path and to go forward. Amy is starting to feel like possibly riding again, which makes me very, very happy. So anyway, $2,300. That's what we have so far. Let me give. I've been checking this total like every 20 seconds since we set it up. It's almost, that's the peril of crowdfunding. It is a very emotional process, but please check this out. There is a video in there we link to that tells where Amy had in fact it was what, I think about 3 weeks ago, actually, or 4 weeks ago, anyway, it was about a month ago. Amy went on the air on her Hales Angels Facebook page, which y'all should join. Actually, it's pretty fun. And she talked about how, the troubles she and John were having, which is what motivated me and Michaela Jaden, Carl Witzman, and Donna Carleen to see what we could do for them. And the Nevermorians, the Rising Tide, are helping them, and that's all I can ask for them. Again, I see no money here. I see no profit. In fact, it's cutting into my time a bit, but I would do it. I would do it for Amy and John. I would do it for a lot of you. But anyway, we talked about GoFundMe. If you're not comfortable dealing with this, but you still want to help, how can you help? We are getting all kinds of great ideas, and we're pursuing more as this goes on. One thing that has been suggested are Visa gift cards. You can go to you can go to like any grocery store or gas station and find Visa cards, or you might find Walmart cards. Or Kroger's. They have in their area, they have a Kroger's, I believe an Aldi's. What else? Well, those are the big two. And of course, they've got Walmart. They got Walmart in every, they've got, I think they're within half an hour drive of 3 Walmarts that I know of, probably 4 or 5 more. But anyway, you can get a Walmart gift card, for 10, 20, whatever the minimum is. I think it's usually like $20, $25, and contact them directly and ask for their physical address, because that will help them. Also contact them and say, if you are comfortable, say, do you have a PayPal account? It is not up to me to give it. I do have her PayPal account information, but I will have to ask her whether it's okay to give it to people I've vetted. But one thing also you can do is buy her books. Her library is available on Amazon.com. Also, go to AuthorAmyHale.com. And some of you have been really stepping up. I'm really so very proud of you that she has been getting orders for her books. And if you go to AuthorAmyHale.com, say it out loud, AuthorAmyHale.com. 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 She will send you those books, and she will sign them for you. Personalized books. It doesn't get any better than that. And I've read 2 of her books, Ulterior Motives, her very first, and Neuroses, her latest one. Both of them are excellent. I mean, I'm not saying this because she's my friend. I'm saying it because they're really good books. They're really great reads. So treat yourself. She also has some other, she writes in multiple genres. She does a lot of supernatural romance. Check out AuthorAmyHale.com and be prepared to be thrilled. Another thing that has come up is hire her. She is also a book formatter. She does ghostwriting, and she she can do covers. She does a little bit of video. In fact, the opening, not the second clock, that's a skunk rocker, but this one.
Welcome to Clever Title Pending, a proud member of the Rising Tide.
And that was Amy's voice, by the way. So hire her. In fact, somebody reached out to hire her this week, and she's picking up work as a result of it, and that's firing her up, makes her happy, makes me happy, which leads to things that other people are doing. Yes, I actually wrote notes because this is too damn important not to cover all the bases. Something author Michaela Jade is doing, and we love Michaela in all kinds of ways. But no, seriously, she is stepping up too. She's been a huge help to me, as has Carl and Donna, in getting this off the right way, getting it started the right way, not getting it off. Brian. Anyway, it's too early for that. No, it isn't. Anyway, Michaela she is going to donate all of her sales from her books, and I think that includes her work as Linnea Fletcher, but she is going to donate her works, her money, her profits rather, to the HALES until January 27th. Everything up to that point goes to Amy and John. And one thing, tomorrow, Saturday on the 20th, I believe it's the 20th. Let me make sure, because I have been wrong before. I know, I wait till you're sitting down. I believe it is. I believe it's tomorrow. There is a Facebook page, and anyway, go to Michaela's. Let's see. There we go. Michaela Jade on the Move. That's what it's called. And yes, it is tomorrow, Saturday. 2 days from now, Saturday the 21st, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Cabbages and Kings at 44 North Prospect Road, Suite C6 in Peoria Heights, Illinois. So check it out. It's a fine gaming store. Please go there, and you can pick up her books, get her autograph, talk to her. She feels about writing the same way I do. You can't shut her up about it. She loves to talk about writing, and she and I are going to be working on some stuff together, including an anthology of stories that when she and I have to work out some of the particulars. There will be a theme. But I will post that next week, because we want to get you guys and gals to start writing. Preferences are for people that promote. I mean, if you want to get your story in there, that's fine. But if we have room for you versus someone who, and it will have to conform to our theme, which is a positive one, but it will have to, we will give preference in space to people who promote. So if we see that you never promote your own work versus someone who does, the space will go to them. Excuse me. But if we get enough, we will do more than one book. We've got a lot of plans for this. So anyway, the anthology we'll be talking about, Michaela and I will be talking about that over the weekend probably. Go see Michaela at Cabbages and Kings in Peoria Heights this Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You're going to have a great time. She is fantastic. Let's get back to your comments too. Let me see. Oh, we got all kinds of cool people here. And let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay, Greens from the Prairie, Lukewarm Coffee, and Kathy Jackson. Oh, we love you, darling. Thank you for letting me have the show on your channel, Kathy Jackson's Books. Sign up for that. That's constantly being filled with great content. And Kathy also is a super, super author. She is the one who took my innocence as far as romance books goes. Check out her work on Amazon as well. She is an amazing lady. Love her, love the family. And good morning to you, Facebook user. Glad to have you here. If you haven't in a while, go to the StreamYard page on Facebook and just check in. Make sure you give it a like, and then I'll be able to see who we're talking to. And everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. And it is good. It is good news. It is good. And holy smokes, it's Nicholas Anthony Tucker. Nick, it's good to see you. Nick, we're going to be off the air by Nerd Bacon, which is on Luke Stone Studios channel on YouTube, also on Facebook. And this man here is he is the host of the new and improved Nevermind the Furthermore every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Great conversation, great fired up. You are held accountable for your creative works. And Nick, it is great to have you here. Thank you for your help. And I paid the tip too because I'm grateful to GoFundMe doing this. Yeah, seriously, I did too. I've actually given a couple times, one in the name of my mother-in-law. And what else? I've done like 2 or 3 already. When I have a little more, put it in there because it's good for your karma, people. Okay, it's good rising tide. And yes, there we go. And glad to have you here, Facebook user. So good to see you. And Mike Jimmy Lorsha says, if you want to help out with a GoFundMe, get a book at authoramyhill.com. Mike Jimmy, you are so far ahead. And hello, beautiful Keisha Acuff. Mwah. Keisha was the very first person that pledged to the GoFundMe. And Keisha, we love you, honey. We don't tell you enough. And Eric Hawkins goes, that's so early. Good morning. Oh, I know, right? I've been up for 4.5 hours. Tell me about it. Anyway, Eric is my co-host, along with Brian Rodman, Clyde Hall, and Joe D. McPhee. Tonight, Thursday, on at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, on Comic Book Spectrum. We're going to have some great conversation about comics and reviews, so please tune in tonight. And we'll be talking about Amy, too. And the stress of being behind on bills, says Mike Jimmy Lorsha de Bruin, says even if you know it's coming in, can be extremely hard on the mind. Yeah, and it's taking a toll on both of them, actually. And something we haven't, both of them are employed, but John works for a company that, because of supply chain issues, let's put it this way, makes decent money. Could have paid this off if everything had been cooperating, but it isn't. In fact, he's owed me. I told him, don't rush, but I have a job in the queue and it hasn't come through yet because you can't get all the vinyl, you can't get everything else. But anyway, definitely, get to it. It is hard. It is a mental burden because we don't want to owe money to people. People work hard for us. We want to see them rewarded just like we want to be rewarded when we work hard. And so this is what this whole thing is about. Amy has worked hard for all of us. She's been a great friend to many of us. And, if we can't come together at this time of need, then what the hell do we have Rising Tide for, right? We haven't, and we're going to do it. We have been doing it. And like I said, we have raised $2,300 so far. Now we're going for $30,000. But I think this is doable. And if nothing else, there are other ways that we can help them directly. And I'll get to something else. But first, I got to say hello to Cindy Cap, CKOEPP.com. Good morning, Cindy Cap. And wait a second, Carl Witzman says, during this show only, anyone who donates $25 or more, I'll send them a signed copy of Mad Gasser Cheerleader, the book, the legend, the soon-to-be banned book. This is, Carl, thank you, brother. Thank you, my man. Thank you. This is the book that really put Carl on the map as far as fiction writing goes, and it's based on some true life incidents many, many years ago in Mattoon, Illinois. So please check it out during the show only, and I'm going to highlight this so I can go back to it. Definitely check it out. And woo, talk about morning motivation. There she is. If you can't get motivated with Michaela Jade, you got to do a checkup from the neck up. So anyway, Michaela, glad you're here, and I'm gonna get working on our submission guidelines over the weekend, and we'll talk about what we're gonna do. Okay, love you, hon, and get your own neuroses. I got plenty of my own, which is evident the more I broadcast. Anyway, check out this Amazon link. Thank you, Cindy Cap. You are awesome. Everyone's saying hello, and sorry for not greeting more folks. Hi, Carl. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't get to your message sooner. And Teresa says, I know what the Hales are going through since Albert's passing. The hospital bills are coming in. Yeah, we may have to do something for Teresa, too. Teresa, recently widowed, is now facing her own bills and everything. So, I'm sorry. Anyway, not enough of that. But anyway, Teresa, we all do. I mean, there was a time back when I had my own comic shop. Things were not going well. It was during the time when the market was starting to fall out of comics. The bottom was falling out. And that was I had basically realized we were so far in debt that we were looking at bankruptcy. And I remember sitting with Cookie on our my wife Cookie on our sofa, and I was just bawling my eyes out. I was so scared that we'd lose our house, we'd lose everything we treasured. But fortunately, Cookie is a smart one. She's a smart cookie, and she got us back on the road. And she's been doing great ever since. But I get it. I so get this. And I think most of us have been there. And so that's why I think it's important for us to, if we have gotten out of our situation, to pay it forward to help John and Amy. And the thing is also, if you cannot or don't want to contribute financially, share this video, share their websites, especially if you have a personal connection to Amy. That's what's important, that people will respond. And you never know. I don't know all of her friends, and I don't know all of your friends. But if you post and they know Amy or feel bad for her and want to help, we spread the word. We spread the word. And that right now is just as important as this GoFundMe working, which, by the way, whatever we raise for them, they are getting. If we fall short of 30,000, they still get whatever we have raised for them. It's not like Kickstarter, so it's all good. And Carl, my eyes are still kind of glued shut. And Neurosis was awesome. Seriously, it was. And also be sure, if you have read any of Amy's books, or Carl's, or Michaela's, or mine, go to Amazon and leave a review if you can. Now, Amazon has had a stick up its backside for a few years now. They have to buy something like $50 worth of stuff a year of anything, and they'll let you leave a review. Hey, Amazon, thanks for nothing, because not everybody likes to buy from you. But one thing I will tell you, if you go on there and say in the body of your review, I got this directly from the author, that might help. But definitely leave a review, because it helps. The algorithms will reward her. And I think she needs like one more review on Neurosis, and she's kicked up to another level. Makes it more visible, makes it possible for her to be seen. That's another way you can help. Nick Tucker says, hi, all, swapping here to get the likes. Love you, Nick. You are the best. And thanks. This is Michaela. And folks, while Brian tirelessly works to help Amy Hale, be sure to help him promote the good he does by liking and sharing this video and subscribing to this channel. Exactly. Thank you, Nick. And also do Nick's too if you haven't already. This man deserves to be monetized. If you agree with anything I'm doing here, and we're doing some pretty agreeable stuff, please, if you're watching on Facebook, give this a like. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. This helps us in the algorithm. It gets this video in front of more eyes to help Amy and John. Also, subscribe to this channel, because we will be having more broadcasting, because Brian's an idiot. Brian's a moron. The first person to tell me that was Amy. Because for every $1,000 we raise on the GoFundMe, I will do 1 hour of broadcasting. These updates will not count towards that. It will be a full show, full minimum 1 hour, and we will have a guest. All right. So every hour, and we did one Tuesday night with Amy. I still owe you 2, because I am such a freaking idiot that if you send her a $25 gift card, that counts. There was somebody who was sending her $1,000 worth of work. That is going to count. For every $1,000 that Amy receives, if Michaela sends her $1,000, I will do 1 hour of Clever Title Pending in the evening. It'll have to be on my schedule, but we will do it with a guest. It'll be a minimum of 1 hour. It's going to be fantastic because we got some good people lining up. And this is going to go. So if we get 30,000, and also if we get $30,000, here's the thing. Not only will I give you 36 shows, all right? It's a total of 36 hours, because when we reach the 30th, I haven't been awake. I've been awake too long. When we reach $30,000, not only will I add the hour to the previous 29 hours, one of which we've used, I will do a 6-hour show live. All right. So, if you like me or you want to see me, expire on the air, either one works. So contribute to Amy, whether it's sending her something via PayPal, buying her a gas card at a major place, like, she's got, what does she got for gasoline? I think there's Marathon in the area. I think there's BP. Anyway, do a Google search for Marion, Illinois, Marion, Charleston area, and that will, or not Charleston, but Carbondale, and that will show the gas stations in the area. Send her a gas card. Okay, or send her something for a restaurant where she and John could enjoy an evening out or something. There are so many ways you can help. Write me, DM me on Facebook, and we'll brainstorm. Okay. Anyway, everyone is saying. Anyway, thank you, Nick. I love you, brother, so much. Check out Nerd Bacon at 9 a.m. on Luke Stone Studios, and never mind the furthermore on Nicholas Tockard. And also Friday night, the Historical Fencing Guild, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. And there we go. And Joe Bachman, glad to hear, see you here, brother. Give us that link to that new project you've got. And everyone is so excited for the signing. Me too, Dawn. I wish I could make it over there. But you should make it over there if you're in the Peoria Heights area. And definitely love for the HALEs. Thank you, Carl Wisman. Check it out. And don't forget, while this show is live, if you pledge $25, Carl Wisman will send you a copy of the Mad Gasser Cheerleader of Calhoun County. And let's see if anyone's taken advantage of his kindness yet. Not yet, but you better get going, because we're gonna say goodbye before 9 o'clock. So anyway, yeah, Saturday was so much fun. Michaela, I'm just sorry I won't be there, but I'll be with Michaela and Molly Daniels at the Peoria Northwoods Mall. I believe it's the 16th and 17th. It's that weekend for a convention up there, and come and get some books from us. We're going to have some really cool stuff. And also remember, Joe Bachman is sending all funds from joining the Independent Creator Directory during this time to Amy. Details are available at indiecd.org. Check that out. I'm going to put my information in there, I promise. And Amazon reviews made less than possible. Thank you very much for the plug there, Cindy. Love you, hon. And we are raising money for a friend of ours, Amy Hale. So there is the GoFundMe address, or if you want to order books, get a book from author Amy Hale, or get it from Amazon. Thank you for asking. And remind me to drink with you when you do that 6-hour show. I have promised. I will drink too. I will be drinking during that show, which I'm a fun drunk. So you'll like it. Also, you think I can't work the board now, man. You haven't seen nothing yet. Also, if I should happen to pass out or fall asleep, Carl has pinky sworn he will not come and help me. You will get to watch me do a Dan Holofield, and I will sleep on the air, all right? Nick Tucker says, I love you, Brian, but you need to stop using derogatory humor towards yourself. You're not an idiot. You're a loving, heroic friend doing your dangest to get help for people. I'm just going by what other people tell me, Nick. But thank you, brother. Thank you. No, I don't want to make it about me at all. This is not about me. It's about Amy. It's about John. It's about you guys. Nick has done some wonderful service for them too. He had me on Never Mind the Furthermore last week, and that was it was a lot of fun. Two, we made the needle move. So thank you, Nick. I love you, man. I know this is about helping Amy, but you do that from a stronger position. I'm superhuman. I really am. And we all know what the Constant Broadcasting almost did last time, but we're better prepared for it now. And don't forget to tip your host. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you very much. But what everyone can do even more is go see CKOEPP.com, because she's a fantastic writer. Animal Line #2, the comic book has just come out, and I'm looking forward to seeing that in print. Also, with this show, like I said, if you're on Facebook, please give it a like. If you're on YouTube, for the better sound and picture quality, and also you get to see it like 0.3 of a second faster than on Facebook. Anyway, check us out and give us a big loving thumbs up, and also subscribe to this channel so you can keep track of what we're doing for Amy. Plus, we do some really cool content involving comics and books and creativity. So, yay! I'll get to meet BKM. You cannot avoid me, Dawn. I am inevitable, just like Thanos. All right. And Kelly Austin Carl will catch you on Messenger this weekend. On February 18th and 19th, we will be at the Northwoods Mall with QuadCon. I knew it was that weekend. Oh, and did you see the information about that writers and editors retreat, Michaela? I hope you did. But anyway, we can talk about that too. But yes, the 18th and 19th will be at the Northwoods Mall in Peoria with QuadCon. It's going to be quite the affair. I was there a couple of years ago to visit, Michaela. It's a fantastic show. John, thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to being there. Carl Wisman said I might come on the 6-hour show and digitally draw on Brian's face after he falls asleep. Look what he does for you. I know I fall asleep, I pass out just for your entertainment, people. It happened one night during Comic Book Spectrum. I had gone through a period where I wasn't taking care of myself. I keep forgetting that I am a sexy sexagenarian, and I actually passed out waiting for someone. And I'm in control of the boards more often than not. Changing scenes and everything, and the graphics and all. And I actually just put my head. I don't remember putting my head down. Actually, I just literally passed out on the air. And everybody's coming to Brian, are you okay? And Carl had to come in, and Clyde was very impressed with me. And this is years of live broadcasting, that they were yelling my name, and all of a sudden, okay, now here we are with the next review on Comic Book Spectrum. So check out that show tonight. You never know what I'm going to do. You don't know what any of us are going to do, but check it out. It's going to be a good time tonight. We're going to talk about comics. We've got a couple great subjects that we're going to discuss with your help. So please come see us tonight at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time on the channel you're watching this on now. And Michaela mocks Carl with her laughter. And Dawn, if you get to meet me... Kelly Austin says, Dawn, if you get to meet BKM, please give him a hug for me. The long-distance girl stuck in the middle of the land the time forgot. No problem. I'm saving up the hugs for you, Kelly, and they're accruing interest, so they're going to have to get a pry bar to get me off of you. And it was a QuadCon at Northwoods where I first met Michaela. Oh, cool. That's right. That's right. Yes, and Dawn is helping Michaela promote her stuff, so check out Michaela. This is where Michaela breaks out this year. You're going to want to be there for the whole ride. And Teresa Dunn says, I plan on helping John and Amy, even though what I'm going through. Pay it forward, folks, because it always comes back to you for good. It's true, and that's the whole philosophy of Rising Tide. Because I got favors on the way up, and like John Michael Straczynski says, that when you're climbing the ladder of success, you should always be reaching behind you to pull people up. And Teresa, who is a very talented poet and writer herself, just sharing this message, hon, just helps so much. Like I said, I don't know all of your friends. I don't know which of your friends knows Amy. But if you share this video, and if you share it on Facebook, I don't get any money for it. In fact, this whole thing, I'm doing now I'm doing this out of pocket. This is my thing. I am not receiving one single penny for this. I really am not. All of it's going to John and Amy, and that's the way I want. And Michaela is breaking out everywhere. That's true. Oh, if that's the case, I want a dose of that myself, and I hope there's no cure. But anyway, if you want to cure John and Amy's financial difficulties right now, check out GoFundMe.com /f/love for the Hales, and please check it out. And the CDC is on it, Nick. We don't need any outbreaks. But I think you have to wear a mask, but that's it. Anyway, exactly, Teresa says, Dawn, I'm not financially secure to donate, but still doing what I can, sharing, commenting, liking, just trying to be a positive light. That's going to keep her going, and me, frankly. The more positive you guys can be, the more you share this message of love for the Hales. And again, if you have any need of formatting or ghost writing of any sort, please contact Amy Hale directly via Facebook, or you can also get to her website at amyhale.com. And also check us out tonight on Comic Book Spectrum, because we did some stuff for Amy last week. Glenn Fleming donated an ash can and some original art from his new comic book, Hatch. Clyde Hall is actually writing a custom-made story for someone, while Eric Hawkins is doing some sketches. And last week, Jody McPhee offered some slabbed copies of his very first comic, Amazonia #1. A 9.82 for only $100. Believe me, that is a freaking bargain. So please check it out. And also check out Michaela Jade, which I do at every opportunity. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere, just like the Tooth Fairy. And I don't know, Uncle Carl says Nick Tockard there. There are some things worth catching. That's true. That's true. I'm hoping she's communicable. And anyway, that is it. Does anyone have any questions about this for me? If you're watching live, please give it to me. And don't forget that for the next few minutes, Carl Witzman is offering a copy of the Mad Gasser Cheerleader of Calhoun County autographed for a $25 pledge to this GoFundMe. And we will, in fact, I will stay on the air at least another 10 minutes so that someone can take advantage of it. So please, please do. Because we have plenty to talk about. In brief, what has happened, in case you came in late. And I see we've got some good numbers here. Thank you for showing up. Sorry about the autofocus that's going, doing this thing. It looks like a 70s music video. But anyway, and don't forget, you can buy Neurosis at this address here. Thank you, Cindy Cap. You are the best. CKOEPP.com for a great newsletter, too. I love her newsletter. But anyway, John and Amy Hale are facing $30,000 plus in medical bills. And there's what it looks like. Imagine that sitting on your desk, reminding you every day how close you are to financial ruin, basically. And we have banded together to help one of our own Amy Hale, who has helped so many of us in so many ways. And also, Cindy Cap says, don't forget to Neurosis, buy Amy's books on Amazon, and go to Rising Tide Publications and sign up for the newsletter. Thank you. Thank you. That'll go out on the 1st of the month. Also, check out CKOEPP.com. Comes out around the 25th of the month, and hers is amazingly positive. It's a great, great read. But anyway, Amy and John are facing massive debts in, due to medical. Yes, they both have COVID. Amy both of them have been affected neurologically. Amy was saying the other night on the show she's having trouble with short-term memory, which I understand. I caught COVID last year. See, that shows you. It's like somebody I could go senile, and who would know? Anyway, but no, seriously, I have a little bit of short-term memory loss now. I also have aphasia, worse than I did before. Aphasia is what Bruce Willis has, where he cannot communicate, he cannot think of words. And I've got it to a degree, and Amy's got it to a degree. John has his own set of neurological problems like smell and taste and fatigue. Amy has fatigue. I think I'm going through a little bit this morning. I think I'm a long timer too. And I had Omicron. I had the mild stuff. The Delta probably would have killed me. But anyway, the thing is, any way you can help Amy, if you contribute directly to Amy somehow, like buying a book or sending her a gift card, throwing her some work, that counts towards that $1,000. We've got $2,300 in the bank right now from GoFundMe, and that's for 2 shows. But I owe you 3 because somebody sent her some work, and I'm going to honor that. You send her stuff. I will do more shows. If you like what we do, then please send her money, and you'll get more Clever Title Pending. I'll do it weekly if I have to. I'll do a couple times a week just to keep up if I have to. And don't forget, at $30,000, I'm going to do the 1 hour that I owe you, and then I owe you a 6-hour show. And from there, we'll see about stretching goals. And anyway, John B. Pike, I'm glad to have you here, Johnny. I need to have a conversation with the Hales about those bills. My day job is a licensed health and life insurance advocate, and I help thousands of people each year with these issues. John, God bless you, brother. Reach out to the Hales. I will try to send them a message to get in touch with you, man. John, thank you. Thank you so much. Why didn't I think of this? See, that's why I do these shows. I haven't thought of half of the things we're doing. It's the ideas have come from you guys and gals. And I'm proud of you. Proud of you. I really am. This is why we talk about Rising Tide. It's not about me. It's never about me. It should never be about me. but it's about you guys. You do amazing things. You inspire people. You reach out and you help. You give people positivity, and God, there's so little of it, especially in social media. John, I love you, man. Johnny, you're the best. Let's work on this, okay? And just listen to "Groove in the Heart" by Delay while watching this video, and the autofocus works. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Lady D on here sometimes, where the thing's moving in and out. Either that or the neurological damage from the COVID is worse than I believed initially. And John, that's amazing. John is amazing. Johnny is the man. Check out Back of the Cereal Box. He is doing some super content on YouTube and Facebook, and he's growing all the time. And I'm so proud to be his friend. I really am, especially now. Thank you, Johnny. You're the best. But anyway, like I said, let's check our total right now. I feel like I'm back on public broadcasting. I'm about to go into Doctor Who next. We're still at $2,300. 5 more minutes. Donate $25 to the GoFundMe, the address you see on the screen. And Carl Witzman will donate a copy of The Bad Gasser Cheerleader of Calhoun County, based on a real incident that took place right after World War II, I believe, in Mattoon, Illinois, about a prevert, if you will, who was going around pumping gas into women's bedrooms and knocking them out. It's creepy AF, as the kids would say. But definitely check that out. Also tonight, like I said, Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time. Also risingtide.pub for my book. That's the last time I will mention that, probably. But anyway, yes, our total right now is $2,300. I'm going to check. I check this like with the regularity like I'm a Batman villain or something. Anyway, we're at $2,300. Nose itches. I'll have updates on that soon. And thank you for all you've done. Thank you for all you are doing. But anyway, the $2,300 so far is helping get rid of the ambulance bill, paid off in full, because those guys are calling every day. And we, those of us who have been in this situation know what those phone calls are like. They're not pleasant. Also, they're also able to take care of a couple of the smaller medical bills that are coming in, but more are coming in all the time. Like I said, we went into this. Amy and I and John and I knew that this would be not quite enough, and sure enough, they've gotten more bills since we started this. And they have more surgeries, more medical bills coming up this year. And we're hoping we can cover it with other things like the anthology plus your generosity. So, like I said, think of ways that can help them financially, like gift cards, maybe a PayPal donation if you don't want to deal with GoFundMe. But the best thing you can do right now is buy her books. Go to Amazon.com, do a search for Amy Hale. Havenwood is a good way to do it. I don't think there are any other Amy Hales there. But check out Amy Hale. And also, Michaela Jade is on the move, and she is donating the profits of her books until January 27th, I believe. Dawn, Michaela, correct me if I'm wrong. All of the profits from her books, and I think that's including her Linnea Fletcher work, which she does under a pseudonym, that is going to be rounded up and sent to Amy and John. Plus, it will go towards my broadcast total. And I've told Amy to keep a tab on that so I can keep up with that. Also, Michaela Jade will be at Cabbages and Kings Games and excuse me, from 8 p.m. to 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. this coming Saturday, the 21st, at 4450 North Prospect Road, Suite C6 in Peoria Heights, Illinois. So if you're in the neighborhood, drop in on them. Kelly Austin asked, Brian, isn't there any kind of federal assistance in some way that can be utilized to help? Maybe some kind of local organizations you might be able to locate? I'm not sure. In fact, I talked with Amy when I talked with Amy just Tuesday night. She was saying that even as it is, she and John make too much income to qualify for that, which is damn shame. Need is need. But that's a great idea, and I'm sure if there is anything available, John Pica will be the hero of the day, and he will supply that to them. So we've got 30 more seconds with the offer for Carl Witzman, because we want to be off the air by the time Nerd Bacon comes on. Check out Luke Stone Studios on Facebook and on YouTube, and you'll see not only the great Luke Stone, you'll see Nicholas Anthony Tockert, the host of Nevermind the Furthermore. And working people get smashed in these situations. Carl Witzman, it is so true. It is so very true, and it's a damn shame to see. And thank God you people are here for her. Seriously, seriously. Okay, we do now have to get off the air. He said get off, because we don't want to run to Nerd Bacon, but we are going to do some stuff here. We want to thank some people. We want to thank our Patreon subscribers who help keep this show running. If you want to be a part of this, then go to patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. We are working on the 10th anniversary edition of Santa's Sign in hardcover with an extra goodie or two in there. The Patreon people are going to get their names in that book. So if you want to be immortalized in literature, there's your chance. But check us out on Patreon. Also, check out Rising Tide Publications to help sponsor the show. Also, please check out Plasma Fire Graphics when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You want some superior graphics for your book or any project you got? You want some graphics and to sell it on social media, as well as some book trailers? Well, then contact Jeffrey Hayes at plasmafiregraphics.com. Get in touch with him and find out his indie creator-friendly pricing. That's Plasma Fire Graphics when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. Eric Hawkins closes with Illinois is a turd. I knew that. When I lost my job a few years back, I made too much on unemployment to get financial aid. Yeah, I see that a lot. Illinois' best, the thing it does is great advertising for Indiana and Iowa and Missouri. Kelly Austin, be good friends. You too, Kelly. Check out her books on Amazon. She's awesome. And Carl Witzman, you're awesome too. Thank you for your offer, my man. You're great. And Eric, your description is perfect. No cussing. That's true. We'll leave it to me because I'm the one who can say all the words around here. Anyway, hope you all have a great day. Please give to Amy Hale and John Hale. Thank you for everyone what you've done so far. Please share and like this message wherever you're watching it, because it will get the message out to other people. And we'll see you tonight on Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central Time. And as always, folks, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. On behalf of Amy and John Hale, thank you. See you soon. Take care. See you tonight. Bye-bye.